The thing is I was well on my way to picking myself up and getting something better going for myself, but apparently it wasn't enough because I couldn't get clear enough to keep from being attacked. The worst happened just started last year, 2022, July, and really I'm not even looking at the time when I nearly died for some reason from fasting too much or something. But then see, I'm kind of recovering out of that a little bit. I wasn't on food stamps by then. I got my food stamps in September of last year, which helps my state of mind. But I'm finding it near impossible to find out like to be able to find out like what is the right thing for us to eat. And I don't think I'm running into any of it. But I mean, it's really hard now that Neptune is going backwards on my Venus. I find myself like, I'm just like eating nuts with chocolate on it. They're not supposed to do that, but at least it's dark chocolate, non-GMO. But trying to eat a whole pie for all week, I'll live on the pie, and it is good pie, but you're not supposed to really, you're supposed to have it as a side dish, and really, supposed to, is that really it? I mean, I've been worse off. I always think, well, I've done worse, which is done like nothing to eat crap, and really, oh God, I don't. I'm trying to do the best I can, but we can't be attached to any of one way or the other. I mean, I don't see how people can fuss after a while. It's after a while, whatever works. If you need to eat animals because you feel better, it makes you literally feel well, then go for it. I couldn't. I was suffering from tons of health problems all the time. That's in fact I was convinced that's where all the yearly flus is coming from. If you want to stay doing the yearly flu, the COVID-19 coronavirus, eat I hate to say it, but eat the red meat, eat the turkeys that are coming up. The they need to make money over there. They can't sit unbusy at the fucking massive hospitals and doctors' offices. Who cares? I mean, really, they would rather just go on vacation, and they are most of the time, if you haven't noticed, you know. Um, not feeling well at all. I can't do the norm. Like, I can't fit, and call me injured or damaged in some way that I don't fit, fine. But I'm not completely broken, okay? And also, narcissists. You fucking narcissists, you. Um, love, love is the thing that is like the universal one size fits all. You don't match up your fucking diseases and your fucking disorders together and say, well, this works, doesn't it? You know, um, it's one thing to you need to see what I find in some scenarios where it's like, is this the person that you can trust? You have to keep weighing it out. How many times do they make you feel better or good in your life versus how they make you feel bad? And also, you got to really look at it. Is that bad feeling coming from something that is imagined, like you're too sensitive or something, and you have these problems? Is the good feeling coming from an imagined thing? Maybe you're too wishful, and you got your rose-colored glasses on. It's not even your silver lining glasses on. It's more like you're the best. That's a hazard. And but you never dislove, if it's going to say, no, I see you in the light that when it comes through just a little bit, if a good quality that they have, celebrate it. Say, no, that's the one I see, and that's the one I want. But you're free to fuck up. but I can't give that attention because I don't see that as being the permanent you. I see somebody who's doing, hitting it and then falling but we'll give you a chance. I mean, to me as an artist, babe, I know you make mistakes, but then you hit it and then you just keep hitting it, and pretty soon you're hitting it all the time. You're like, oh, that's no problem. But you know what? You want to go a little higher, and there you go. You give yourself a challenge. I know all that stuff, and it's the same with everything. That's why you should learn something like playing music or anything else. But music is pretty particularly interesting because when you're doing it right, other people will go, wow, I like that. You feel good, in other words, and you're capable of making other people feel good. You psychopath, sadomasochistic, narcissistic psychos, you who you don't even consider. Are you making other people feel good, or is it just self-service all the way? And they think that that's a life based on how they got their credentials, and they can hang it up, and it's like shite. You have to graduate up out of all of that. Not knocking the people that have a career and do all that, but really, um, there right now there is a fine thin line, babe. This is just a long conversation about what money is really doing and how we can do things with what energy. Well, I say human energy and fuck all the rest. I mean, really, anyway. I've put up some other videos, and I'm probably going to put this one up on November 31st or something. I'm sparsing them out, because of this energy right here. It's November 7th, though, and I'm, it's all I can do as an artist. Really, I should be playing my music a lot more. I should be around love. The main thing, you guys, is what gets rid of your demons. Like I said before, is to seek the people around you that know how to pick those really good parts about you, and they hold that up and they want to see that of you. And they're not there for any reason but that, whatever it is, they'll say that, that and it's not feeding, it's not a narcissist love bombing and feeding. It's a different quality of just, that's what a real good friend is. And you notice a good friend will kind of stay away but check in on you, and they'll check in on you, but they can't get close to you when you're feeling that bad, because that's not what they're there for. They'll be there and tag you and maybe send you some groceries, but it's like, I hope you start feeling better. Please start feeling better, because I want to see you in your better mode. You gotta watch out. Some people it's just like, I want to get sick because I want to make everybody sick, because they don't know anything better. It's actually time to, can you paste a smile on and pretend like you know how to get a good reflection back, and then start working that, like as if the universe only existed now and you don't remember that. You don't hang in your memory. Memory is associated with the mind, and that is a limited place. Hi, Grandma. I hope that I can help somebody with when I feel these things. I can see something clearly, and it's like, uh-oh, the demons are in trouble. And the people that have demons hanging on them, and they're not making the decision to say, what, I need to drop. And now what is it? I hate to say it, babes, but you're the quality of the human relationships that you conduct. Really, God doesn't care about anything more or less than that. And that's where we can say, the fucking money, that piece of shit money over there has everybody doing everything but maintaining a decent human relationship and even quality life. Really, it's not meant to expend your body and toss you around and fight shit and do things for a government that just really, they're laughing at you. It's like, did you want to have a relaxed life? Too bad. Let me take your farming away from you too. Let me take all your things that you really couldn't use it in the first place. But now let's give you this technologies, like, everybody, you can hear stories. Some people say, what, when the car showed up, the poor horses and the poor people that used to just, what, you can be drunk and just let go of the reins and your horse will go right back to the stall. You're not seeing any drunk drivers there. And what else? It was miserable. They said we didn't have good legs anymore. We got rid of our horses. Our farms kind of dwindled because our horses were a big part of our farming. as far as the mulch, the feeding of it. I mean, really ask my great grandpa who was born in 1880s and he built this house. He said, airplanes? Never will I get in one of those. Never. He was so against them. He never got in an airplane. And so when he died, that's when all of the family, even his wife, finally got on an airplane and they went to Egypt and they did all this stuff. They're like, oh, finally we can go because they didn't want to make even grandpa upset, because they went on an airplane and he said, shh, don't do that. Nah, he didn't really even believe in airplanes. He's like, nah, he just wouldn't like see it or something. I don't know. But in his time, I mean, it was scarce, I guess, and growing up in the 20s and 30s, and um, thanks for listening to that. See, I'm an artist who does put. See, a narcissist doesn't realize that artists, see, narcissists want to be an artist, and they just kind of pick it up, and they think they're gonna play music and paint and sing, and it's like, no. Have you felt the pain that you're experiencing in dealing with narcissists lately and all that? Because all of that, sometimes it comes through, and like some people's disorientation to reality and the way you see it and everything, that's why they start painting really well or whatever. Um, all of that is fueled by that life of depth of feeling and pain. Pain. Do you know pain? No, you guys are chicken shit when it comes to that. That's the thing is you're like toddlers and like, ooh, me. I have pain. It's like everybody has pain, hun. Everybody feels that boundary break. Really, it's like, did you know you're not your mom and dad? You're just not them, and you don't have to do anything that they're doing. Really, they should. If they're wise, they would tell you, you know what, you have your life and I have mine. I don't even know what's going to happen in your life. I can't really even tell you anything. Really, logically, I can't because you have a life I'll never see. Most likely, I couldn't tell you what the government's about to do. I couldn't. I would just say, I have a space for you, and we're setting an example from where we are, and that is just to be present. How are you? Did you get enough food today?